booties for black girl nerds.
Thanks so much for
Hello.
taking the time to speak with me.
Yeah.
I love
Hello.
the name of your company. That's not the right word. Or your
Okay,
organization,
Yeah,
Yeah.
my outlet
So you're-
company,
Yeah.
media company. It's
Yeah.
so great.
publication. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Publication.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And I absolutely loved your performance, Rose and Christian. This was such a incredible film. I'm still thinking about it. I missed it at Sundance, but I saw it briefly before I went to TIFF, and it just resonated with me. Rose, I'm going to start with you. You've played everything from heartfelt dramas to razor sharp comedies. What was it about If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You that made you say, I have to do this?
Because it was so impossibly terrifying. And I thought, well, I can either run away
Hey.
from this opportunity.
Yeah. No risk. No.
or
Yeah. Exactly.
I can risk it and just dive in. I mean, it really hinged on my relationship with Mary Bronstein, the writer director. It's a personal story to her, and she had such a singular vision for this performance and for this character, for this film, I should say, overall. So we worked really closely together. We're really in lockstep, but it's a tightrope. Yeah, it's absolutely a tightrope of seeing this woman fail and fail and fail again and fall further into these crises. And it's about being a caretaker, being a parent, and it's dealing with things that are uncomfortable. It's very radical, asking the audience to go on this journey with her. And, you don't see her husband until the end. You don't see her daughter. It's very claustrophobic. And
It's all your perspective.
it's purely
Yeah.
her perspective.
Yeah.
But it was a study in contrast of being thrilled and terrified at the same time to be given this opportunity.
And you worked with Mary for how many weeks?
We did. We
before?
had like a 5-6 week period of just her and I sat at her kitchen table going through every line of dialogue, and she was so candid with me about her experience. This is a personal story for her, and bringing all of that to the table.
Such an important story. So many mothers are going to feel seen. by watching
One of
this.
my best friends saw it, and she was just hysterical. She's like, I feel seen. I don't feel invisible anymore. And I'm like, that's my husband. He drives me crazy.
Well,
I
Yes.
died. I was like,
Oh.
oh my God, she just killed me. But it's been wonderful. But then I had another best friend who is a guy saw it, and he was shattered, and he just got it completely. People
Just
just
seeing
get it. They
the-
really get it.
Oh,
Get it.
okay.
It's lovely.
the emotional journey.
Yeah,
Right.
just get it. If having to look after someone, or it's been really exciting to show it to audiences because it's all true. All of it is true, and I'm still discovering
Yeah.
things. There's a lot of ambiguity in it, which is exciting.
It's great. Introducing a new level of understanding. Yeah.
Perspective. Yeah.
Absolutely. You nailed it, Christian. And for you, you've always brought a mix of intensity and charm to your roles. How did you calibrate that balance to this story?
Well, with Mary, really, I mean, the script didn't change at all from the start, I think, of filming. She had really made this character very, very clear, and with great skill, gave me a lot to play with, even without being on camera. Which would be, hypothetically very, very challenging. But the fact that we got to do the scenes together, they would contact me and say, okay, we're doing this scene now, and it was great. It was great.
Which makes the world of difference. You really can't
Yeah.
do those phone calls if you're not really doing them with the other actor, and he would be, living his life and working on other things, and in Miami or Germany or wherever he would be. And he
We'd
would
work
jump
it
on
out with the
phone.
time zones. Who cares? It
And
was
there's a
fun.
lot of humor. There's this humor in those scenes, which Christian just intuitively understood about the sort of the blind spots that these people have in this
Yeah.
conversation.
Oh,
that
my
is,
goodness.
very funny as
I
well.
mean, my wife and I have been married for 15 years, and sometimes, she'll be communicating with me, and our conversations just go off in different directions.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking, what she's thinking, and it takes a lot of work
Of course it does.
to figure these things
It is,
out,
yeah,
and
absolutely,
understand
constantly.
each other, and listen to each other is the main thing. I think listening is probably the key, and that's something that I have been learning for the last 15 years. I'm getting better, I think. Yeah, according to her, I'm getting a little better. Yeah, just in the last like 2 weeks.
Well,
So there you go.
I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm getting better. I think I might be
Oh,
getting worse.
Man, oh
we're
man.
all trying to get a little better in this
Right, that's all we're
journey
doing.
It's getting
called
worse.
life.
Oh my God. Life is hard. It's
Hard to be a
challenging. It is hard to be a human being, for sure.
person.
That's facts on top of facts. Rose, back to you. Your character feels both relatable and also unpredictable. Did you build any backstory that we may not have been able to see on screen for your
Yes,
character?
I agree. To your point, because so a lot of what she does is something you might imagine you would do, but you wouldn't actually go through with. And Linda is acting out all of this misbehavior in such a like a teenager in many aspects. And I was obsessed with who she was before the crisis. Like, who was this before? Like, we're dropped into this hot
Mhm.
situation, but many, you line up 10 people, they're all going to respond differently to having a child with special needs, and what does that look like? And
Right.
we spoke to a lot of parents of children with special needs, which was really fascinating to see, like the wild diversity of situations and responses. But Linda is incredibly unconventional, she's contrary, and I was like, who is this? Who was she before? Like, and I think there's an element of punk rock to her, there's an element of sort of not trusting authority, being very a little kind of, I think there's a slight element of entitlement to Linda, which I think is really specific to that character, and knowing that before. So Mary and I really dug in to figure out who she was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very accurate description of that character. And Christian, back to you. Did director Mary Bronstein create an environment that allowed you to take risks or play with the material?
Well, like I said, I mean, the script stayed pretty consistent. So it was more about tone and working together, figuring out, just trying to listen to what she was performing. But there was so much reality happening. She'd be doing a scene with like the valet guy, with the parking guy, and I'd be listening to that. And it was a genuine, I felt like I was listening and being a husband who would be panicking over what's happening with his wife right now. I mean, things are, definitely, that's when he's starting to get the concept that, okay, things aren't really going well. He's understanding that his initial,
The penny drops.
yeah, the penny drops there, when the police, I'm like, yeah, it's a crazy
That
moment.
scene makes me laugh. It's
Yeah.
so silly,
No, I
but
think
it's so
everything is funny. Like when you
funny.
look back on
Yeah,
it in
I think it's
retrospect,
funny.
it's all
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very
Oh, no.
humorous.
Oh, no.
Like some of my reactions to things in my life, when I've been really intense, or you look back and go, "What the heck? That was funny."
I know it was funny.
I
was
know. We do
funny.
find humor in the tragedy and things,
Yeah.
And there's some irony in that.
Right.
Well, this film was just amazing. That last scene gutted me. I was leaving the theater crying, bawling.
I love seeing that. I mean,
So
thank
thank
you.
you so much. I appreciate your time. By the way, Conan O'Brien, my goodness, let's see him in some more dramatic films, shall we?
Right, I know. I agree. I agree.
Home
Thank
run.
you for taking the time to speak to Black Girl Nerds. I appreciate the conversation.
Thanks so much.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.